Hey everyone, it's Danielle from HealYourAdrenalFatigue.com, and today I want to talk about an issue that's so commonly complained about in our community, and that is sleep issues. So if you have adrenal fatigue, the double-edged sword that kind of comes with this is that it's an issue of hormonal imbalance. And one of the main hormones that becomes implicated when you have adrenal fatigue is cortisol. And it just so happens that cortisol happens to be a huge part of our sleep-wake cycle. So in the morning, our cortisol is generally at its highest point in the day, and that's when our melatonin is the lowest. And the two kind of work in a figure-8 sort of curve throughout the day. So in the evening, our melatonin's at the highest and our cortisol's at the lowest. And this is when we start to feel tired and we're winding down, and a higher melatonin is what helps us sleep through the night. And then our cortisol rises in the morning and wake us up again. What I want to share with you today, because I know that this is so frustrating for so many people, and if you do have adrenal fatigue, you know how important it is to get a really good night's sleep, because that sleep is where you're going to repair, rejuvenate, and help to rebalance those hormones once again. So the double-edged sword comes in that you're exhausted all day long. You drag your ass from the minute you get out of bed, and then when it's finally time to go to bed, you can't sleep. You're tired but wired. And this has a lot to do with our cortisol curve just being thrown out of whack from living with chronic stress. It's super common. So right now, what I want to share with you are some tips, tricks, and rituals, things that you can just incorporate into your nightly routine that are going to help reset that cortisol curve and help bring you back into a balance without getting addicted to anything, without any nasty side effects, and something that will work long term. And I will warn you, they won't work overnight. It's not a pharmaceutical. It doesn't work like that. But these are things that are going to help promote hormonal balance naturally long term. So here's where you start. Number 1, I want you to avoid sugary foods too close to bed. Food is fuel. So there's no sense in just throwing more wood on the fire when you're about to wind down. So number 2, I want you to avoid alcohol. I know we commonly kind of think like a glass of wine before bed will help me unwind, it's going to help me go to bed earlier, but the thing is it really interferes with the quality of sleep we get. So avoid it if you can. Number 3, dim the lights. When you dim the lights, it's going to help align your body with the natural circadian rhythms, and it's going to just help you, get in that zone. It's going to help you get ready to relax, unwind, and get ready for sleep. So number 4, avoid caffeine too close to bedtime. And if you're anything like me, that means avoiding caffeine anytime after lunch. You know what, a coffee at 3 p.m. can really throw off your quality of sleep in the evening and your ability to wind down and fall asleep. It has a lasting effect. So just be careful with caffeinated teas and things like espresso after dinner, because that can really throw off your sleep game. Okay, so number 5, I want you to do a digital detox for at least an hour before bed. It's just too easy to get lost in your devices, and that blue light really affects your melatonin production, which is not good if you want a restful night's sleep. Number 6, I want you to make your bedroom into a sanctuary. Physical clutter really creates mental clutter. So if you don't feel calm and safe and peaceful in your bedroom, it's hard to embody that into your actual sleep, So reduce the clutter, make your bedroom just a nice clean area where you go to rest, and try to avoid doing work in the bedroom. You want this to be a place that you really just associate with sleeping. If you can, I want you to avoid sleeping with any lights on. That's another thing that really interferes with your melatonin production. And if you do get up in the night and you go to the washroom and you turn that light on, it almost sparks a bit of cortisol in your body, and sometimes it's hard to get back to sleep afterwards. So sleep in complete darkness if you can. And if you have a sleep mask, that's a great way to just make sure that none of those outside lights are going to be disturbing you in the night. So number 8 is try to get to bed before 10:30 p.m. The thing is if you stay up past 11, you generally tend to get that second wind. This is really common for a lot of adrenal fatigue sufferers. And the funny thing is that adrenal repair, the most of it actually happens in the early hours of the evening. So it's not actually that early, but between 11 and 1:30 is when you're going to get a lot of amazing adrenal repair action. So it's great to actually be asleep for those hours, not up scrolling through Instagram instead. So number 9 is try something like magnesium. Magnesium is a really relaxing mineral, and it's great for producing feelings of calmness, reducing anxiety, but it's also really great for improving the depth of sleep. If you get cramping, if you have restless legs, anything like that, magnesium is a mineral that you have to try because it makes a huge difference. Keeping a sleep journal is a great way that you can track patterns and keep tabs on what's been going on with your sleep. Keep tabs on how things are going, because you want to be able to know when things are getting better or when things are slipping, and it's great to know what might have caused those slippages, if you will. So number 11 is relax your mind before bed. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the digital detox thing. You know, you don't want to be working up until the very last minute and then throwing yourself into bed and expecting yourself to like fall asleep easily. Or, you know, it's nice to kind of like build up that wind down and just like prep your body for sleep rather than go, 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 go. Okay, sleep now. Incorporate nice calming essential oils into your nighttime routine. A little bit of lavender in your diffuser, or things like neroli or jasmine. These are really nice essences that are really well known for relaxing the body. Chamomile is another one. Which brings me to my next point, is that you can make these into really nice relaxing teas. So you'll get those aromas and you'll get the relaxing benefits as you drink the tea. And not to mention, tea is just a really calming ritual. Like for me, that's something I don't miss any nights. It's just something that really helps wind me down. It's nice to just enjoy it in a quiet place, maybe like pet your animals and get in your pajamas, enjoy it, and then, you know, you've had that time to just calm down from your day and chill before bed. And the last point I want to make is opt for natural supplements before going for something pharmaceutical. There's so much stuff available out there, and they're actually really effective. And they work depending on what your body needs. And what's nice is that if you just pop in your local health food store, the people are going to be really well versed in the different types of supplements, what's in them, and what they work for. So just go in, ask, tell them what the symptoms you're experiencing, and let them show you a couple options that are going to support your needs. So that's my recommendation. You know, don't guess. Work with a professional. Even better, work with a naturopath who really knows your body, knows what you're going through, and can give you recommendations at the right dose that they're actually going to be effective for helping you sleep better. And actually, I did make a really sweet freebie that just outlines all the points that I talked about today. So make sure you hit the link below and download it. So good luck. I know this can be super stressful, but the more you stress about it, the worse it actually gets. So I'm sending you all the good vibes. I'm wishing you the dreamiest sleeps ever. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.